What up, Blue Jays? Sean Blue here. I am here to talk about Whitney Cummings. She's a stand-up comedian and an actress or an actor, and I'm just here to say that she's kind of like just like a douchebag because and a weirdo too, and I explain why. But the reason I say that she's like a douchebag because she was like very involved with like the Me Too movement. And like I said, the Me Too movement could have been a wonderful thing, and in some ways it was. In some ways it was. But like I remember she was so freaking smug one time on the Joe Rogan show. Excuse me. That she was talking about how like the Me Too movement has nothing to do with men and it only has to do with women. And I didn't like that. And also I didn't like that like that she said that when she goes into a room now after the Me Too movement, men are uncomfortable around her apparently, and she likes that because it gives her power. Like I noticed that she's really into power and control, and which is creepy. Anyone that's into power and control is like usually like a weirdo. And she also talks about how she owns these like pit bulls and like the show dominance, which is not true. You don't need to do this, but in her weird head, the show dominance that she would stick her thumb up the dog's ass, which is actually raping the dog if you do that. But she didn't call it rape. She cause says she's showing dominance. Why you have to show dominance to like pit bulls and stuff like that, and she has male pit bulls, which is kind of interesting. I wonder why she owns male pit bulls and that she's kind of like yeah, she sexually abuses them. She even said that she sticks her thumb up the dog's ass to show dominance, and that's not how like you train dogs and stuff like that. If you talk to any like real like dog trainers like Caesar, and there was this one guy on YouTube named J Rock, and I wanted to send J Rock a message about that and see what he said, and of course I knew he was going to disagree, but I never got around to it, and he doesn't really do YouTube anymore. But yeah, Whitney Cummings is just like a creep. And the thing that I just love is Whitney had this one show called I think it was just called Whitney. That's what an ego she has. Where her boyfriend on the show, who played her boyfriend on the show, the actor, it turned out he was like a real like pervert and stuff like that that liked underage girls. And he used to bother underage girls. And Whitney was apparently a survivor of rape. And I wonder when she was like a minor, and I doubt it was from like another kid at her school. It was probably by an older person, and I just thought that was kind of funny that Whitney's like bad mouthing all these like heterosexual men, and with the Me Too movement making people uncomfortable and stuff like that. And but it turned out she really worked with a real sexual predator on her show, who was just like the guy that kind of like raped her when she was young. And I was thinking, well, how's that for irony, Whitney? You're going after all these like normal men that said like maybe a stupid joke at work, or I don't know, maybe stared at a woman for too long, or all this like lame nothing stuff like that. And she actually worked on a show with a real sexual predator, and I just thought that was great. I'm like, yeah, Whitney, you piece of crap. Like you're going after all these like normal men, and it turns out that your boyfriend on the show is a real sexual predator, so suck it. And so yeah, that's why I don't like smug ass women like Whitney, because she abuses the Me Too movement, which is a real shame. That's why the Me Too movement kind of died off. It could have been a great thing, and in some ways it was. Like I love that the fact that you guys nailed Harvey Weinstein. That's great. I wish you guys really kept up the good work with that. But unfortunately, it was just like a lot of exaggerated stories or made up stories going after normal men as real predators ran around, like Whitney's boyfriend on the show. So he finally got called out, but I just thought that was so funny after the show was already canceled. Oh man, so suck it, Whitney.